your chance of achieving 2 to 3 goals with excellence is very high. The more goals that you try to juggle at once, the less likely you will be to reach them. If you aim for 4 to 10 goals, it's more likely in excellence you'll only reach 1 or 2 goals. If you aim for 11 to 20 goals, it is more likely that for excellence you will hit none of these goals. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Randy in the US. Good morning, Eugene. Morning, Cameron. Morning, Matt. And morning, Angus. Today, morning, Chantal. Good morning, everybody, in fact. Today, I am going to share some insights I've gained from this book. It's a cracking little book. I'm going to share some insights around that book with you this morning. Welcome to JTInTheRaw, show 50. Morning, Scotty Gresh. Morning, PK. I never thought I'd get this far. 50 shows. I originally committed to 12 shows, only 12. And then I said I'd keep going if you guys got value out of it. If people watching this thought, oh yeah, this is pretty good, we're getting some value out of it. And now each week my show is getting more than, hey Andrew, morning up, Western Australia, 6 a.m, good morning. Morning Rim. Each week my show is now getting viewed over 500 times in the first 24 hours. So that's pretty exciting, and it's being shared on average 15 times. So I'm really grateful for that, but that sends a message to me that you guys are getting value from the show. So I'm very grateful for my regular viewers. I'm very grateful for my regular sharers, the people that share the show. And I'm especially grateful for the people that actually watched one show and then come back. Crazy people. But yeah, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Morning, JP. Van Humphreys, mate, good morning and congratulations on your new baby, sir. That's awesome. So here's to another 50 shows. I'm going to keep going with this thing called JTInTheRaw until you guys don't watch it anymore. Simple as that. So hit like now if you want me to just keep going, just keep pumping this shit out to you guys. So what's in this week's show? Okay, first of all, I'm going to start with a confession. I will start with a confession. Thanks, Jody, for that like. I'm going to talk about achieving more in business by doing less. That's a paradox. Achieving more by doing less. I've got an extra special shout out and a massive announcement. You'll have to wait almost to the end to get that massive announcement. So let me start first with a confession. This is a bit cathartic for me, so bear with it. There is a message for everybody in this, but it's just something special for me. And I realised this week what a dumbass I am. What a goose. I love to swear, but I'm trying not to today. I'm going to do my best not to. I'm just a dumbass. You see, I've spent this week 3 days focusing on a competitor. I've been feeling down. I've had that victim mentality, blaming everyone and not taking any responsibility. I got eaten up by the poison toxin of negativity to the point of having one sleepless night. I started a week with a cold. It then progressed, hasn't got any better. I've eaten crap, haven't felt like exercising, completely thrown me out of whack. It's been a shit week and I've been a dumbass. In my role as a business coach, I tell you guys every week, I tell you guys that you need to run your own race. I tell you to focus on your strengths. I tell you to get great at what you do, and I tell you to differentiate. And you know what? I did none of that this week. Zip, none, zero. And I realised that on Thursday morning. On Thursday morning, I drew a line in the sand and said, stop this crap. It's not healthy for you. I said, no more negative Nigels. So I analysed our competitor, and in an honest appraisal, I felt that we're still superior. At least at the moment, we're still superior. And I reframed my thinking. I now took it as a compliment that if someone wants to almost duplicate what I do or what we do, then I should feel super proud. And I am proud of what we've achieved. I reframed my thinking to see the competition as a fantastic tool in order to sharpen my sword to make our product even better. Now, some people criticise me as a consultant or a business coach who's lost touch with the fitness industry. I mean, let's face it, I haven't owned a gym since 2008, which was after 15 years of gym ownership. Well, from my confession, I hope you see my products have competitors just like everybody else in business. My business is about selling memberships, just like a fitness business. And if my members or my clients don't engage on our member hub, they don't renew. They cancel, just like your members do, just like your clients do in your business. So while I may not own a bricks and mortar business, my business model is very similar to everyone else's business model. Every day, I face the same challenges as you. What I realized this week, it's how you handle those challenges. That's what makes you a better person, that's what makes you a better leader, and that's what makes your business stronger. I confess to everybody watching today, I was a shit person this week with a shit attitude. But I've learnt my lesson. I've come out the other side, I think, a better person, a better leader, and a stronger business. Thanks for listening, because I felt it was really important to share with all of you that it's not always rosy at Active Management, that I'm not always an 11 out of 10 with energy, enthusiasm, and zest for life. I'm personally no different to all of you. I walk in your shoes, very similar shoes to you, every single day. And so endeth my confession. Hey, let's move on. Let's get off that negative Nancy shit and let's talk about my massive announcement. No, I'm not telling you my massive announcement. You're going to have to wait to hear that. First, I want to tell you about this thing. I want to tell you this about this book. It's awesome. Okay, now I grabbed that because Reese on my industry leaders roundtable, he said, you got to read this book because you juggle so many balls, JT. You've got so much going on. Hey, Matty Wright, congratulations on an awesome golf day. The photos look fantastic. Fitness Business Podcast and Active Management were very proud sponsors. So thank you for giving us that opportunity. Yeah, so Reese said, read this book. You juggle so many balls, but you're not executing them all. And I went, yeah, great. Okay. Hopefully this book's going to give me a kick in the ass. Now, I started it on Tuesday night, and I've absolutely loved it. It's a really easy book to read, and it's got some great tools. If you want this book, just put execution in the comments below, and I'll send you the link so you can buy the book on Amazon. Okay, so last week I said to you in show 49, I said it's important that you get outside the four walls of your business if you want to grow your business. You need to be able to develop those strategies in order to grow the business, get your hustle mode on. So get out of the four walls. Now, if you missed show 49, put 49 in the comments below, and I'll send you the link on YouTube to watch the replay of last week's show. But today, what I want to share for you is in order to you do all of that, you still got to execute. You leave the four walls, you come up with your strategy, you still need to execute on those plans. And there's, I don't know, 3 or 4 things that they talk about in this book that they talk about why we don't execute. And the first one is, generally people in our organisation simply don't understand what the goals are of the strategy. And I kind of thought, wow, and read on, and it said in a survey that this book conducted, in a survey, they found that 85% of employees could only name what they thought was the goal of the business. And the further the staff were from the CEO or the executive level, the further they were down that ladder, the less idea they had of what the strategy of the goals were. There was also a lack of commitment. In the same survey, only 51% of people in that survey of the staff said that they were passionate about the team's goals and accountability. Morning, Ken Brendel. Happy Pride to you, my friend. Hope you're having a great month over there in the US. Yeah, so they said accountability. A staggering 81% said they were never held accountable for regular progress on the organisation's goals. So the company sets a goal, but there's never any accountability on how we're going towards that goal. So in short, people didn't know what the goal was, they weren't committed to the goal, they didn't know how they influenced the goal or the result, and they weren't held accountable. Therefore, there was no execution of the strategy. So it's all very well to leave your four walls, develop a strategy, but if you don't execute, then you're wasting your time. And the book talks about 4 disciplines to achieve more. I'm just going to give you a quick summary of all 4. How's that sound? Give me a thumbs up if you want to know a summary of these 4 disciplines. Here they are. Number 1, focus on the wildly important. What a great word, wildly important. This discipline goes against the basic wiring of every single leader, because what it says is focus on less so that you can achieve more. Focus on less so you can achieve more. If you try to execute 10 or more goals in your business, your team simply can't focus. They don't have the bandwidth to be able to focus. And that lack of focus, plus the whirlwind that we have of day-to-day operations in our business, dilutes any effort, and that makes success almost impossible. So what these guys say in the book is set no more than 3 goals, 2 or 3 goals at max for your business. Number 2, act on lead measures. Some actions we do in our business have more impact on our goals than others. The key for us as leaders is to identify what actions create the greatest benefit for us reaching those goals. What actions do we do that helps us reach those goals? And then we stop every other action. Morning, DA, welcome. Hope the sun is out down on the sunny coast of Sydney at Brookie Vale this morning. Number 3, keep a compelling scoreboard. Keep a compelling scoreboard. Now, your team will play a completely different game when they are keeping score. Let me say that again. Your team will play a completely different game when they're keeping score. If you want the highest engagement from your team, then have them design the scoreboard. Put the pressure on them to design the scoreboard. And I'll guarantee that they will come up with a simpler looking scoreboard to determine instantly if they're winning or losing than whatever you can put together. So have your team develop the scoreboard and keep a compelling scoreboard so you know whether you're winning or losing. And number 4, create a cadence. Love that word, create a cadence of accountability. So what they talk about here is that there's a rhythm of regular and frequent meetings with your team that own that wildly important goal. So the people that are working towards your wildly important goal, they meet on a regular basis, on a frequent basis. And it's at these meetings that your team make commitments. Now, they're not making commitments as part of their job performance. They're making a commitment to the rest of the team. That's the important thing. So the key question for each team member to answer in these meetings every week, what are the 1 or 2 things I can do in the next week that will have the biggest impact on our scoreboard. Let me say that again. And as I say this, I want you to think, what impact would this have in your business if you ask this question every single week with your team members? What are the 1 or 2 most important things I can do in the next week that will have the biggest impact on our scoreboard? They're the 4 disciplines that this book talks about. If you want a copy of this book, put execution in the comments below and I'll send you the link on how to grab it on Amazon. I hope these resonate for you in business. When I read these, I went, wow, already impact, and created some changes in my business. As a solopreneur, as a small business owner, or a leader of a department, some of these will absolutely pop off the page straight in your face. And for me, they did. And I hope they do for you. So if you think anyone else could benefit from my little summary of this book, tag them in the comments below, and then they can watch this, they can get the summary, and then maybe they'll get the book as well. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to keep powering through this thing because I reckon there's some great things there, and I really appreciate Riso for recommending the book that I should read it. Okay, now, as watchers of JTInTheRaw, I like to give you the exclusive scoop on announcements. The exclusive scoop on announcements. So I've got a double barrel shout out this week. Double barrel shout out. Chantal, who I think is still on the line. I'm not sure if she's still here. Give us a thumbs up if you're still here, Chantal. Chantal from the Fitness Business Podcast has been working very closely with a lady by the name of Trina Gray from Team Rockstar Fit. And yesterday, yes, there's Chantal, she's here. And yesterday, Trina confirmed a 3-year partnership with the Fitness Business Podcast. Woohoo! Well done, Chantal. Thank you, Trina, for coming on board and joining the FBP family. We are super excited to have you and can't wait to learn more about Rockstar Fit in August. And with this partnership, this means that the Fitness Business Podcast, which is celebrating its 2nd birthday this month, now has the full house sign up for all their premier partners. There are no more positions left to be a premier partner of the podcast. This has taken 2 years to get there, and so we're super excited. Well done, Chantal. You've done a great job getting that, and congratulations on Trina joining our family. Now, time for a massive announcement. Massive. Well, I think it's massive. Hope you guys join with me and think it's massive as well. Here it is. Yesterday, after an indescribable amount of effort from Alicia at Active Management, we released Active Management 3.0. Woohoo! Now, Alicia's done an amazing job building a brand new member hub for all the Active Management members. And that will be found at www.activemgmtmembers.com. On the Member Hub, you will now find the recording of all the Q&As that I do every month, answering the members' questions. Social media memes ready for you to use. You can just put your logo straight on them. Professional development videos, including my latest video from the virtual roadshow, onboarding members for long-term loyalty. You can't even buy this. The only way you can see this video is being a member. Marketing templates, waiting for your logo and your club details. Ebooks with templates to help you employ people. And gym photos from around the world, gyms and fitness studios from around the world that I visited. So we're super pumped with this. It is unreal. Now, silver memberships for personal trainers, managers, franchise business owners, as well as independent gym owners are now open. My advice is that this will be the best $249 if you're in the fitness industry that you can spend. Even less if you're in the US, because it's less than US dollars. It'll be the best $249 you'll spend in the next 12 months. The resources have never been more accessible, and you're going to enjoy the content, but you're going to stay for the community. So if you want to know more about becoming a member, just put active in the comments below and I'll send you a link to the member hub. You can check it out and hopefully get started with us. We're super, super excited. And so that's the end of JT in the Raw show 50. 50! Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been great. I got a few likes as we've been going through the show today. So hopefully some of the things that I talked about resonated for you. Maybe my confession that I am not a perfect business person or a perfect individual resonated with you as I face the same challenges that you do in business and in life. I gave you some tips on executing your strategy. I gave you a great book to read, a special announcement from the Fitness Business Podcast, and a massive announcement that Members 3.0 is live and ready for you to join. So let me finish today with Quote of the Week. This is still by far my favourite part of the show. You guys think it's tacky, I know you do, but here's my quote of the week. If you want high focus, high performance team members, they must have something wildly important to focus on. Let me say that again. If you want high focus, high performance team members, you must have something wildly important to focus on. Thanks for tuning in to JT in the Raw. Thanks for being great supporters over the last 50 shows. I'm going to catch you guys next week. Have an awesome weekend. I will as well. See ya.